Part of the motivation for the retrofit was Local Law 97. Local Law 97 put stringent carbon emission caps on commercial real estate assets in New York City starting in 2024 and ending in 2050. They expect commercial real estate owners to reduce their carbon emissions by 40% by 2030 and by 2050 be carbon neutral. The utility provider also offered major incentives and rebates for us, which is why we decided to ultimately go ahead with the project. Paramount Group owns, operates, and maintains commercial real estate ranging from New York to San Francisco.
My first approach is always to get a good understanding of the challenges my customers are facing on a day-to-day basis. At Paramount Group, we understood that they were operating an old pneumatic system and had low delta T issues across their plant.
We were either overcooling or overheating the offices, and there was no real way to control tenant comfort, which is not great being a landlord in New York City. The legacy pressure-dependent valves that were in place, they were two-way pneumatic valves tying into an old MSTP Apogee BMS system. The Energy Valve was chosen because it was a way for us to defer capital. It was an easy retrofit. The valves drop right into place. They're compatible with the new BMS system we put in place, which is BACnet IP, and it created a pressure-independent system in an existing 1960s commercial office building.
Been operating engineer for 10 years in New York City. Opened up Full World Trade Center back in 2013. We used a lot of Belimo products for all the heating and cooling systems throughout the building. At that point, I realized that Belimo made a very good quality product, and every building forward, we used Belimo products or recommended for all new installs and applications. The Energy Valve's reporting capabilities have helped us with troubleshooting immensely. We had one fan where we found out about 50 years ago that the supply and return lines were actually backwards. Once the Energy Valve was installed, we had constant reverse flow alarms, which actually led us to find this. We traced it all the way back down to the chiller plant and confirmed that in a blind shaft, the lines were swapped over and, in fact, were backwards. Energy Valve flow control has been a huge help in this building with our fans. We were operating at low delta Ts. We were using maximum GPMs. We are now at 18-degree delta Ts. We are making supply air set points at 150 GPMs on 500 GPM fans. It is a significant amount of energy savings in our pumping system and our chillers. It has been a complete difference from what this building was used to all the years prior. So we've had a huge improvement of occupant comfort since the Energy Valves. The Energy Valves allow us to have a more consistent temperature throughout the space where we're not seeing as many hot and cold complaints throughout the summer months. The Belimo Cloud is a great tool. I personally use it daily. I take a look at all my fans. I make sure the numbers look right. And if there's any variances in the operating numbers, it allows me to look deeper into the fan and its operation. That's how we stay efficient and we provide maximum tenant comfort.
I'm very excited about our partnership with the Paramount Group, and I love to see these results where we're reducing their kilowatt hours and reducing their carbon footprint.
Belimo's cloud reporting made it much easier for us to prove the measurement and verification process to Con Edison because all the data was easily exportable and you could see in real time all the kWh and the reduction in BTUs that you're actually achieving with the valves in place. From 2022 to 2023 at 1301, we were able to reduce our kilowatt hour consumption by over 1.9 million, 1633 by 2 million and 31 West, 190,000. Combined between the three assets, it was over $1 million in savings on the utility side, which is completely independent from the utility provided rebate checks that we received, which was $2.1 million.
I don't believe the Energy Valve has a competitor at this level. It gives you everything that an operator wants and needs to maintain their facility and to run efficiently.